What's up everybody? I'm doing another solo video in the shop. Tonight I am going to be building up my Cervelo Aspero again. I wanted to use this opportunity to highlight the new Sram Force Explorer group set that I have here. This has been sitting on the floor next to my desk for a bit, and I just haven't had a chance to build anything with it. I also was kind of trying to decide what bike I should build with this group set. Yeah, it's a new rear derailleur. The Aspero is kind of the perfect bike for this group in my eyes. I think it's going to be really cool to highlight more of a budget friendly kind of build. I'm still a huge fan of this Aspero frame, and I think it's going to be a good platform to test out the Force Explorer on. And that leads me to my other thing. I wanted to take this time to also offer y'all a deal. We're gonna do 15% off any Cervelo frame that we have in stock if you're gonna do a custom build with it. So if you wanted to build up an Aspero or any of the frames that we have on our website, we'll do a 15% off for y'all. This will run until the end of August. So from the time this video is out till the end of August 2025, we're gonna be offering a deal on Cervelo custom builds. So definitely hit us up with the links below if you're interested. We have a ton of awesome frames in stock, so sweet opportunity for y'all. I got the rear brake in my hand. This is the new Force E1 caliper. They are very similar to the red ones, and you might even say they're identical. The only difference between this and the red caliper, there is more machined parts on the red caliper, and there's like those holes there, whereas this just is solid. Although I like that it's black. I think that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this into the frame. Make that a little easier on myself there. There we go. Pull that through. This frame is only $2,500, and I think it's one of the nicest $2,500 frames I've ever seen. I really appreciate how they just made this like a flat surface. It's pretty easy to set up. In general, this thing is dialed. We've made a bunch of videos about this bike, but I don't know, it's probably a year ago, and I think we've gotten better at making videos, so I thought it was a good opportunity to whip the Aspero back out from the closet. My only complaint about this bike is that this is not tubed and tubed, which is not a huge deal, but it is one of the harder forks to route the hose through. I always have to use a tool to do it. Got that all sorted out in the fork, and actually the rest of this bike build is really easy now. Part of me thinks bike builds have gotten easier. The wireless stuff plus the internal routing, like, I don't know, maybe I just do it every day, but I think this is one of the easiest bikes to build, even with the internal cables. And I wanted to kind of show off how that works. These Asperos do not come with these parts, but we sell this stuff on the bicyclestation.com, and actually we sell so many of these. I'm always shocked at how many of these we sell. This is the split ring and the top cap that lets you run the ST31 and ST32 Cervelo stems. I have the carbon one, but they do make this in an aluminum version, so you don't have to spend $300 to do this. It's one of the cheapest internal routing upgrades I can think of that you can do. I want to give Cervelo all the credit in the world for that. Personally, think this is one of the most intelligent headset cable routings, internal routing systems you can buy with any bike right now. Do my best to get this on camera without dropping the fork. The cables run out the front, and then you put this top piece on it, and then you put the cables into this hole and they run out there, and that's it, done. Super simple. Now that we got those hoses routed through the stem, we can put the bar on, and I have an exciting bar here. This is my Zip SL70 Explorer bar. This is the same bar that I was running on my Allied that did not work with the Allied stem. And if you were watching our Karst Crusher video, you might have caught me talking about how I didn't know what bike this even functioned on anymore. The only one I could think of was Cervelo. That's what we're gonna use today. I also wanted to give a shout out to Cervelo's handlebars. I have this one in the drawer. This is the flared one. These are really good bars too. If you look, it's pretty much the same design that Zip and Cervelo have here. It's very, very similar. So those are kind of your two handlebar options, although the way that Cervelo designed their handlebar, I'm pretty sure an NV would work too. Tons of options with this Cervelo stem setup. Now we have a sick looking internally routed bike. I'm just such a big fan of this system. I think it's fun to work on. This is such a beginner friendly system. You don't really need crazy tools other than to route the hose through the fork. Although you would need to do that in any scenario building this bike. This is gonna be the best bike for like people on a budget, beginners. I think this bike's worthy of an upgrade. I'm trying to kind of demonstrate that. Cervelo doesn't sell this with a force build, but like we could easily build this with force. I've done red builds for people with this Aspero platform. I am just still to this day, I think this is the best bang for your buck bike that you can buy in general, pretty much. Force lever. This is pretty much the best lever on the market. I know red is fancier, but I'm really excited about the bonus button being a little bit bigger than the red bonus button. And underneath the hood, it's not actually any bigger. The button is actually the same. It's not any bigger on the actual mechanism. What they changed is the profile of the rubber. So now the rubber is bigger, and I think that's gonna be much easier to press than these red ones. You can kind of see like a side-by-side comparison, like the red one's just much smaller. And I did confirm you can get this Force hood cover and it will fit over the red, no problem. So might be worth upgrading to if you care that much, but I'm excited to try these out. Haven't really gotten to like ride a real ride on Force yet, and pretty stoked. A little drama there. I've never seen this happen before. Somehow the head or the tail of the barb just broke off in the hose. And so now I'm trying to figure out if I can get it out or what, and we're gonna hopefully be able to get that out of there, which I've never seen one of those break before, so weird. The tires that I'm gonna be testing out on this bike, these are the Vittoria Torino T50s, and I don't want to say that these are like fast or anything because I don't think they're meant to be. These are more of like an endurance tire, and I just was curious about it. I wanted to see like how a knobbier 50 mil tire works. And just for the record, this bike does fit a 50. It pretty much maxes the bike out, and it would not be good in the mud, but I'll show you all the clearance here in a second whenever I put the tire in. With this Vittoria T50, we have reasonable front fork clearance. It's not amazing, but it's reasonable. It's close. It's not like contacting the frame, so I'd say you're good to go on the front there. And we'll get to the rear. I'll definitely show the rear off whenever we get there. Kind of building this back up as like a little bit of like a test mule for products. I've had this frame listed for sale for a while. Nobody bought it. I just decided like, why not just keep using it for videos, because it's a good bike and it's a lot different than my Able and Mog, which have a lot of overlap. I forgot to put the cassette on. So this is the Force cassette. It is the same 10:46 ratio as the red. I think it's just slightly heavier. I'm not gonna weigh it. This is the 1371. It's a lot cheaper and it's slightly heavier, and it honestly looks pretty cool. I like the black and silver kind of like contrast on it a lot. This is the mud clearance on the rear. It's fine. It's totally fine. I think that it's pretty dang close. The reason why I've said in the past that this bike does not fit a 50 is because of this right here. It is tight there. In fact, will my tool I mean, my tool doesn't even like fit through. So that in fact will contact your frame, and yeah, I'm rubbing the frame against the tire right now. Do this at your own risk and your call. I'm gonna run it. This is my bike, but if you've ever wondered why I've said this bike doesn't fit a 50, it's because of that. Although it's totally up to y'all. This tire on this zip rim measures dead on to 50 right now. This is a 25 internal rim. I'm gonna run it right now, and if you are not worried about rubbing your frame, then go ahead and run it. All right, that took a second because I wanted to put this power meter on here. This is not the newest Sram power meter chainring thing, but it is identical to the current iteration of it. It just has like a different pattern on it. So I think it looks sweet. Yeah, I already have it. I wanted to kind of highlight, whenever we do custom builds for people, sometimes we do like a third of a build or like a whole build, or like a half a build, and sometimes we just mail out a frame with like the hoses ran through it or whatever. We don't actually need y'all to buy a whole bike. I get this question a lot whenever we're working with people. You can buy as much or as little of a bike as you can, and that's kind of what I'm doing today here. I have all this new Force stuff, but I'm also repurposing a bunch of stuff that I've had for a long time, like this power meter, to turn it into something really cool. Like this wheel set has been on the channel since the beginning of the channel. I've had this wheel set for like 3 years, going on 4 years now, and ain't nothing wrong with it. Definitely keep using your stuff. You don't need to get a whole bike every time. So it's been a day or two since I left off. So not only are we doing the custom build sale, if you want custom build Cervelo, we will do 15% off the frame in that build. But also we're just gonna have all the frames 10% off through the end of the month. So definitely take advantage of that if y'all want one. And back to the build. We got some stuff in the mail. So I put this bottom bracket in. It was a BB Infinite that I had in my drawer, and it felt fine, but these bearings are shot. To be honest with y'all, this wasn't really that old, and it has very low mileage on it, so I was a little surprised. But BB Infinite has now sent us out some bottom brackets to test that have some updated, more durable seals and grease in them, which I'm excited to try. And that's what they wanted us to do. They wanted us to like kind of test them out. So I'm gonna put it in this Aspero and see what they're about. And I mean, I've used these products before. I'm excited to see like how much more durable this is than the normal seal. Definitely get a spin test and everything. I gotta find my tools again. The store's looking good. We got the Pa pizza party tomorrow.
I'm hyped.
Yeah, and it'll already be done by the time this video comes out. But if you want to stay up to date, check out the events page on thebicyclestation.com. I've also now incorporated a routes page so that you can check out some routes around here, which I thought was cool. Now that we have a bottom bracket that surely will work, we can put the crank back in. What do you think, Chase? Should I risk this tire? The more I've looked at it, the more nervous it's making me.
So I haven't been here for any bit of this build, but walking up to film this just now, this tire made me nervous. That is tight in every direction.
Well, it's mostly just right here that I'm worried about.
Yeah, there's like barely any light going through there. What size are these? Are these 50s?
These are 50s.
I think you need to scooch it down a size. Unless you just don't care and you're just going for it, but... I feel like you're just gonna get any fleck of dust on there and it's just gonna rub.
It's gonna break it in half.
Yeah.
Finding pedals was a lot harder than I thought it would be.
You're just running low.
I've broken a lot of these and I just need to fix them. It's not like a big deal. And to be honest with y'all, I've had these for I mean, at least 6 years or more. So it's like
6 years is my guess.
of heavy use. And it's actually fine. Do you see the wire?
Yeah.
So that broke. So actually it's
Oh.
not, you can still use half of it, but I've broken 2 of them like that. And so I just need to fix them. All you need to do is get a new spring. It feels pretty good. Even though this is the slower grease, I would say it's pretty quick. Yeah. I think that's going to be good. I mean, we never really had an issue with the product from BB Infinite, although the bearings do go bad quick.
So I think the issue is just the longevity.
Yeah, so I'm excited that BB Infinite like reached out and they wanted to like have us test the new updated thing that's they wanted to get our opinion, and I'm stoked about it. We'll definitely put it in the spike.
Were we allowed to show it?
They didn't say anything about that to me, so I just assumed.
So it's free game.
Whenever companies have embargoes, they like clearly tell me.
Yeah, you're right.
And
The letter didn't say anything.
This was not how that went at all. And so if I broke the embargo, I do not feel like that is my fault.
They didn't let us know.
They did not let us know. And I think the goal of this is to like make a story arc where maybe we become friends again. And I think that we're kind of headed that direction. So I would say thank you to BB Infinite for sending me this bottom bracket. They sent one for everybody in the shop. Kudos to them. Excited to try it out. You know what's fun about this build, Chase?
No.
Purple chain. I get to use a purple chain for this. We have these in stock. You can order them on the website. But this was sent to me with this group set, and I thought, why not put
You
it
are
on this
lucky
bike?
you are using this because I was going to steal it.
Oh yeah, no, you can't steal it. It's mine.
I still might just swap our chains coming up.
I think it'll look cool on this bike.
Enjoy it while you still have it before I steal it.
What do you think about the aesthetic of this bike? It's a little bit of like a Frankenstein kind of aesthetic.
Is it? I mean, it looks like a bike.
What do you think I should do with the bar tape?
Do you have anything good in your drawer?
Yes, always.
Oh, brown drawer. There we go. I love showing the drawers. Do you have a good roll of pizza? Pizza is
You think
always...
pizza would look good on this?
I feel like pizza is always the move. Because you can't do... We have all these camp and go slows. None of those would look good on this bike.
Not my fish.
Not on this bike.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Dang.
Pizza boy.
The purple chain looks really cool on this bike.
It does. I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. I love that. I like it because I'm going to say that it's a subtle purple because it's not like the marketing photos made it look very in your face. And this has like a nice blue undertone. So it's a more mild purple.
It looks better out of the box too. Like even in the box, it looks a little bit much, but it's definitely a lot more chill.
Yeah. And I mean, and like some of the lighting here, I can't get it on camera. Like it does look, I mean, it is obviously purple, but I like that it's not as in your face as what I thought it was going to be.
It's kind of brown too. So like tires though, do you think I should just send it or do you think I should not?
I mean, are these the... Ooh, I haven't tried the T50s yet.
I was gonna try the T50s. Cause this is like a more casual bike, right? Like it's not like my race bike. I thought it'd be fun to put some like knobbier tires on it.
Just send it for now. I'm saying that because like while we've been getting a lot of rain, like the obviously mountain bike trails are closed and messed up right now, but the gravel roads are in really good shape, so I think you'll be good. Just obviously don't run it when it's muddy and then you're set. I can't say much. I cut it close on all my gravel bikes with tire clearance, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a little bit of a wild aesthetic for me.
I think it's fine. It's not that wild.
Do you think it's gonna be too wild with these?
No, you're fine. It matches the Cervelo logo.
These are like perfect for this bike.
I think it's okay to have a wild bike. Yeah, I don't think this looks bad.
I feel like these cages were like specifically made for this bike, even though they weren't.
I mean, they were made for the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood.
Bike. Yeah, your band of brothers tarmac. The Bora one, whatever it said. It said something weird on it. Brothers or the Brotherhood, something weird. They matched that bike really well.
I'm not sure the Brotherhood's still going that strong, y'all.
Are they not?
I don't know. The main Roglic, the main dude, he like keeps telling everybody he doesn't care how he does. I don't know what that means for the Brotherhood, but it's definitely an interesting take, you know?
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's good for the Brotherhood.
That's what I'm trying to say, yeah.
Well, at least the Brotherhood can live on through you and your bottle cages.
No. Tayo2 Designs on Instagram made these. He's awesome, and Chase got some cages coming for her melee here soon. I'm actually pretty stoked to have this bike built back up. I know everybody in the comments is always like, whenever me and Trey are talking, it's not like black and white, you know? Like, I can enjoy a bike like this Aspero, even though it doesn't fit mountain bike tires, you know? I'd prefer mountain bike tires, but I think this is still a really fun bike that is worth a shot, especially in this price category. It's just a good value, and I think it's awesome. So yeah, if you want to take advantage of that sale, like I mentioned before, 15% off of a frame if you do it in a custom build, or just 10% off Cervelo this month. This is my Aspero, and I'm pretty stoked to have it back on the channel. I feel like the Force build was a perfect Aspero build. I'm gonna weigh it really quick.
18.5-ish?
That's cool. It's slightly...
Like just shy of 18.5.
It's like barely lighter than my Able and my Mog, pretty much on par, although it's a lot cheaper. So definitely looking forward to trying this one back out again. If there's any content you want us to make with this bike, let us know. Originally I was gonna sell it, but nobody bought it, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna build it back up again. So yeah, we'll see y'all on the next one.